you have kids, right? You have a son and a daughter, right? You have a daughter with your wife. You have a son from a previous relationship. Recently, Ciara sued Future for $15 million. Have you ever had problems with the mother of your son?
At one point, yeah.
What do you think about somebody, well, the whole situation? Number one, Future publicly calling Ciara a bitch and, you know, saying derogatory things about the mother of his son, and then Ciara turning around and suing, you know, actually suing Future for defamation for $15 million, who's the father of her son, and that type of thing.
What do I mean, I think it's crazy. It's just more, it's more destruction of the black family. See, one of the strongest things we can do is come together and have children and educate them and for us to get together and work as a cohesive family unit. That's more detrimental than picking up a gun. That's more detrimental than picking up a gun. That's why they need us to be in that disharmony with each other. They need us to feel like you can disrespect the woman who gave life to your seed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whatever y'all say in private, that's in private. But when you now come out into the world,
tweet it,
and start dealing all kind of dirty laundry, when just a week ago, this was your queen. Like, this was your queen at one point.
Oh yeah, he was writing songs about her.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, to the point, Trophy, I think.
To the point where you had your seed with her and all of that. You said, you know what? And he already had seeds, but he was like, I'm gonna have another seed. That's not something that you just do with any woman. You know what I mean? Like, I hope not. And now the way they're gonna promote this all in the media is just, it's just more destruction. And just look, man, you know, the battle of the sexes and all this bullshit, which is some shit that was created and put into our minds. There is no real battle of the sexes.
Well, I had a conversation recently with someone who grew up under welfare, right?
Right. And a man couldn't be in the home.
Yeah, it's a very interesting system because you get incentivized
to not have a man.
To not have a man and to not have a job. Because if you don't have a man and you don't have a job, you get as much Similac as you want. And Similac is expensive.
And so the system becomes your man.
You know, and you get food for all the kids. And the more kids you have, the more food stamps you get, the more WIC you get. And as soon as the man comes back in the picture, it's not a gradual decrease. It goes completely to zero.
And it's like, pay back all that shit that I gave you prior to this.
So you have a system that promotes single mothers.
Right.
And even if...
that promotes destabilization of the family.
Yeah. Because I don't care how much a mother could say, well, I'm the mother and the father.
You're not.
You're not.
You're lying to yourself.
Yeah. A mother cannot be a father to a daughter or a son. A father cannot be a mother to a daughter or a son. It's just a completely different role that you could try to emulate to the best of your ability. And, you know, shout out to all the single mothers out there, you know, who are getting by. But I don't think that you could really find very many mothers out there that prefer that situation.
Well, first of all, we're seeing the ramifications of all these single mothers now, with all these young boys out here running around, you know, killing each other based on emotion. Because who was the person that they looked up to? An emotional creature.
Right, a woman.
Which is a woman.
Yeah.
Not saying that emotional is bad, but that's more of the woman's makeup, is to be emotional, where the man is more rational.
Yeah.
That's the yin and the yang. We're two parts of one whole.
Yeah, we have.
And when you cut off one half,
yeah,
it's unbalanced.
yeah, we don't have estrogen.
And they not supposed to be having testosterone and all that type of shit.
Exactly.
But they giving them that type of shit now. And they giving men estrogen. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They trying to fuck everything up. But now you got these young men out here who have no frame of reference of what it's like to be a man.
Yeah.
How a man responds in certain situations. All he's seen is his mom's, when certain shit happen, she get emotional and start screaming or crying or whatever the case may be.
Right. So that's how they handle
So
situations.
now that's how they gonna handle some shit.
Right. Oh, okay.
What? Fuck that. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where if he grew up with his father, you know this was cool, real calm, this certain calm type. Oh yeah,
Let's talk it out.
that's what happened. Now let me tell you something, man. Next time, you tell that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Real calm, real cool. Don't never fuck with me again. Whisper that shit in his ear. See what he say.
We interviewed Snoop, you know, the actress,
Oh yeah.
and she talked about how she got convicted of murder.
Run into a fight, didn't have nothing to do with me or nothing. And she was fighting, trying to fight her way out of the crowd and with a bat. And I was standing on the curb, like in the street. The fight was going on on the side of the curb. And I was standing right here and started swinging the bat. And grace after midnight.
A perfect example of an emotional response, not thinking about the consequence, the lifelong ramifications of that. So now you're being tried an adult, and now you're in the system at.
And you probably didn't even mean to do that.
Yeah, there was no, yeah, and that bitch deserves. She was like, worst day of my life.
Right.
You know, you could tell that she did not mean to kill that girl. She was just caught in an emotional situation, and suddenly her whole life has now got thrown into a negative direction, which luckily she was able to bring herself up from and so forth, but all those, 6.5 years lost from 14 to 20 and a half.
Nas had a song called Accident Murderer on one of his more recent albums.
Yeah.
Accident Murderer. The shit is hard too. And he talks about how motherfuckers be, you didn't kill this motherfucker on purpose. Like that was an accident. Like, you know what I mean? You was showing out, whatever, da-da-da-da-da, you popped off and somebody got hit. But you didn't really mean to hit a motherfucker or even kill him.
Yeah.
You're an accident murderer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of accident murderers out there due to shit like what we talking about right now. Some emotional, not thinking,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Doing the wisdom before the knowledge, meaning moving before you think. You got to think before you move.
Well, what was that? Oh, that was a Outlaws line. Little accident murder, and I ain't never heard of you. That was from Hit 'Em Up.
Oh, okay.
That's
where
where he got
inspired
it.
the song.
Yeah, that's where he got it from. That was I think Fatal, I think, said that. We was talking about Biggie.
See, I love hip hop. Like
Yeah.
one line can inspire a
Whole song.
Yeah. But you don't necessarily have to know, but then somebody knows maybe where the root came from.
You made it a hot line and made it a hot song. Nas did the same thing to somebody else.
Right. That's what's up.
I know Jaden a little bit. We run into each other in Calabasas.
That's cute. He can date all
He
the
was
white
wearing a
girls.
dress
and wear
last
all the
time.
skirts
Last time I
he
seen
wants
him.
to.
Yeah, he was wearing a dress last time I seen him.
Okay. Does he come down to Crenshaw with one on?
I don't think he goes to Crenshaw, period.
I don't think. He might slip down there, but he ain't got no goddamn skirt on when he comes down there. I bet you that.
Speak up for the black community on the main stage. Cause she don't gotta do that. Beyonce's rich. Beyonce's not black or white, she's Beyonce. All right? She's not man or woman, she's Beyonce. She's reached that level like Oprah. Like Oprah's just an entity. That's what Beyonce is. So Beyonce don't have to speak up for us.